Do you know that God has a phone number? The same way that your family and friends or maybe acquaintances has a phone number, God has a phone number as well. God's phone number is available at any time, 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. The thing that I want you to understand when it comes to God's phone number is the same way that it would bother your friends, family, or maybe an acquaintance that you may know to contact them only when you needed help, only when you're going through trials and tribulations, when you're struggling with depression, whatever it may be, when you're going through a very hard time in your life, it would make them feel as if though you're using them for just that reason. And when it comes to God's phone number, I want you to understand that God's phone number is not just available for hard times. God's phone number is also available for good times. It's also available for when you're in up seasons of your life, not just down seasons. And the same way that God's phone number is available in down seasons, you have to understand that God wants to hear from you when you're going through good seasons of your life. He wants to hear from you when you get the job that you've always been praying for, when you make the money that you've always wanted, when you're helping people that you've always wanted to help, when you're no longer sick in your body for what you've been believing Him for. I think the reason that a lot of us continually go through a lot of hard situations is because we don't realize that those hard situations are what keep us closer to God. And sometimes when we get out of those hard situations, we don't learn the character. We don't learn the heart posture to stay connected to Him without being forced. And sometimes those hard situations is what drives us back to God and kind of forces us to stay close to Him. He's not forcing us to stay close to Him. Those hard situations are. And when God needs to get your attention, He allows hard situations to impact you. He allows hard situations to come near you so that He can hear from you, so that He can provide you with the character that's necessary to endure the next season of your life. And so understanding that God's phone number is something that's available to every person at any time, regardless if you're going through stress, depression, anxiety, overwhelmingness, lust, addiction, regardless of what you're going through, God's phone number is available. Even if you're going through joy, happiness, peace, prosperity, if you're going through love, kindness, God's phone number is still available. The premise of this whole video and what I'm trying to get you to understand is that don't just use God's phone number when you're going through hard times. The same God that helped you in those hard times, or who answered and who's available during those hard times, is the same God who is available during the good times. I think that's something we need to understand, is that regardless of what level, regardless of what season we're in, we need to have a consistent and unconditional relationship and intimacy with Christ. And the quicker that we understand that our relationship with Him shouldn't change based on our seasons and circumstances of life, the quicker we'll understand and be more intimate with Him when it comes to certain things. We will love Him more. We will be closer to Him. We will understand His goodness. We will understand His grace when we go through certain things. And so understanding God's phone number is Jeremiah 33:3. It says, "Call to me and I will answer you and tell you great and mighty things which you know not of and cannot understand and cannot distinguish." So when it comes to God's phone number, you have to understand that when you're going through certain situations and circumstances, God is telling you, call on Him and He will answer you. And He will show you things that you know not of, things that you did not know and cannot understand and cannot distinguish. I think we need to understand that using God's phone number is not just for the benefit of us, not for the benefit of Him, but it's the benefit of us. And I think the quicker we are able to apply God's phone number in good times and in bad times, the quicker we'll see our relationships start to even out. The closer we'll feel to God, the more intimate we'll feel with Him, the more connection we feel for Him and His people, the quicker we will start to develop a mind like Him and our hearts will start to mold into Him. So always use God's phone number at any moment, at any time, regardless of what season you're going through. And I hope this helps you. See you next time. Peace.